Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are checking in from and however you are watching this webinar, whether it is live or whether you are watching on a recording because I've emailed you or you've seen this video on YouTube. So thank you for watching. Welcome. Good to see you guys here. Now, I wanted to give you a little bit of a overview today on a couple of things because we've had some questions recently from people who are looking to build an online business and they want to get a bit of a feel of basically an idea of how it works, how the jigsaw pieces will fit together, and really reduce that overwhelm so that it's basically easier in the early stages to get a little bit of a let's say an idea of the playing field that we're about to operate within. Because once you do get a certain level of clarity or around, you know, where you're going and what you're trying to do and, you know, that direction that you're moving in, it does make things a lot easier to take action. You know, have you ever kind of had that feeling when you're doing something that you just cannot stop procrastinating and you just really struggle to do whatever it is that you really know that you want to do? You get like this huge resistance about it and it just ends up not getting done. You know, that feeling that when we're in that space, a lot of that can be to do with the fact that we haven't really got that clarity and we are moving into, you know, complete uncertainty, right? Complete unknown. We don't really know what it is that we're meant to be doing at all. And it is quite overwhelming and it takes a lot to get over that. So what we're going to talk about in this webinar is a little bit, it's going to be ad hoc, but we're basically just going to go through some live examples of the different parts, the different components of various online businesses. And I'm literally just going to we'll just go on YouTube and we'll just have a look and see what type of businesses that we can find, and we will see how they're building their businesses and also behind the scenes, what's going on there for their business to work in that way. We're going to pick apart what systems they're using. We're going to look at the strategies that they're using and really just, you know, try and give a bit of an overview, a bit of a sense of the, you know, the playing field of building an online business and putting those jigsaw pieces together. Okay, so completely ad hoc, as I say, and no idea how this is going to go. We'll just figure it out as we go along. Imperfectly perfect. That's how we're going to do things here. Okay, so let me just share the screen. I'm just going to start on YouTube. And let's just pick, first of all, let me think. All right, so we'll go first of all for, let's say, a health and fitness type business. Now, I want to do this from a live environment. So I'm literally just going to type like, I don't know, protein shakes for weight gain. And what I'm going to look for is an ad that pops up on somebody's content, see if we can get an advertiser to pop up, and then we're just going to go through their sales funnel and we're going to start to pick apart how they're building that. Okay? So, is this going to show an ad? Oh, it's taking a while to load. Okay, this is probably not the best example, but we'll start with this and we can probably go better from there. So Grammarly, if you don't know Grammarly, they're basically a software, I believe, that like spell checks and corrects your writing, and they're a pretty big company, and their advertising strategy, as far as I can tell, is just to absolutely bombard all of YouTube. So it's very untargeted. They're not really, you know, going after specific niches or markets or anything like that. From what I can tell, it looks like it's just a kind of blanket style mother of all approach, which is not really what we teach in our communities, and it's also not really what we recommend for somebody like, you know, you or me who is starting out or is in that small business space. Okay, now let's say I watch this video ad. I'm just going to actually let me just share computer audio so that you can hear everything that's going on as well. Otherwise it might get quite boring quite quickly if it's just my voice. Right, cool. So let's say I'm watching this ad and I go, okay, this is interesting. This is something I want to learn more about. And you click their call to action. In this case, it's to download Grammarly. Now for them, their whole approach is you add the Chrome extension, and then once you've got the Chrome extension, it's going to spell check and go through all your stuff. And I'm going to assume that they have a paid version as well, which a percentage of their user base will end up upgrading. So this isn't the best example. Let's go ahead and find another video ad. Let's skip this one, and let's go to the next video. See if we get an ad that will pop up. Okay, we're going to try and skip that and do another ad, or try and find another ad. Okay, let me try searching that again. What I'm looking for is ads from advertisers. Okay, so it looks like for some reason we're not getting hit by any ads at all. Okay, so let's try this banner ad here. So if I click this banner ad, let's see where that goes and what company that goes to. Okay. Right, so this is it's a fitness company. It looks like they're doing an 8-week program that will elevate you to peak performance. Looks like they've got an e-commerce store for like shopping equipment. They've got an opt-in here. So let's say that, so they're advertising on YouTube. And when we click their banner, we go through to their website, and there's a bunch of different stuff that I can go ahead and purchase. Now, I will touch on something called retargeting, which they're definitely going to be doing off the back of this. I'll touch on that in a minute. But in simple terms, let's say then that I hit the website and I opt in to their email list because I want to join this Summit 60 challenge, whatever it is. Sign up now. So I'd enter my email address, I'd enter my password, and I would then have an account to access their back end of their like members area. Now within that members area, I suspect I'm going to get lots of value, lots of training, lots of tips, and there's also going to be offers to certain products or things that they do. And their whole strategy, by the looks of it, is going to be based around providing value to their user base. Now, what I'm really trying to look for here, let me just go to, I'm just going to try something else because I want to find somebody who's creating like a, just a health and fitness course or something like that, the typical stuff that you would see online. So if I try like fitness workout, let's just go to one of these videos here. Come on, give me an ad. It's a big company called Fiverr. Okay, you know what I'm going to do, right? We're not getting the typical ads that I was hoping that we're going to get. I'm literally just going to go through my business, the different aspects and components of my business and how that works. And then we're going to try this again with a different industry. I'm going to get out of fitness and we're going to try for, let's say, I don't know, online business courses or something like that. So what would normally happen, or what I was hoping to see, is an ad that will pop up here from a company like a fitness company that ends up or that offer a fitness course. Now, the relevance of this for you, like if you're watching this and you're thinking, I want to start an online business and I'm passionate about health and fitness, but I've got no idea where to start. A typical model, if you look at it from a reverse engineering point of view, look at it from the point of view of who is it that you're trying to help and how is it that you're looking to provide value to them. Now, a major breakdown that most people have before they start an online business is this concern that I don't have any products or services, I've got nothing to offer anyone, I've got no idea where to start. Now, if that's the case, we talk about, in my online business community, for example, we talk about how to build affiliate businesses, which is basically where you partner with companies in certain niches and markets who are offering products and services already, and then you, as an affiliate, you take on the front part of the process of building a business. So picture it this way. I just want to kind of explain this just in case you're not sure what this business model is. So if you imagine a typical company, typical business, right? They've got marketing, they've got sales, they've got product fulfillment, might be logistics, transport if it's a brick and mortar business or they have a physical product. There's going to be product support, there's going to be operations, there's going to be like legal, research and development, HR, finance, blah, 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 right? Basically, it's all the different departments of a business. Now, what happens with an affiliate partnership is one business takes care of the back end part, so product development, product fulfillment, product support, operations, blah, 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 blah. So they actually have the product part of the business, and you as an affiliate would come in and you would take on the front part of the business. Okay, so that's normally marketing and sales, but often it's not even sales. Often it's just marketing. You just basically bring them leads and they have their own sales team who will convert those leads, right? But basically you as an affiliate partner will be somewhere in this territory here. You take on this part of the business, the company takes on this part of the business, and revenue gets split accordingly between those two parts. Now, here's why this is relevant. Let's say you go online and you want to find affiliate partnerships. I know I'm kind of bouncing all over the place a bit here, but I really want to try and get clear on what it is we're talking about before I show you stuff. So say I wanted to find health and fitness affiliate businesses like this. So top 10 affiliate programs, get a free list of top systems. We can have a look at that. I'm going to have a look at best health and fitness affiliate programs with high paying commissions. Okay, so what you can do is if you want to build a health and fitness affiliate business, for example, you're looking for companies that share your values, that are providing value. And often the only way to get an idea of that is to really research them, spend a lot of time looking at them. But what you want to do is find one. I'm just going to pick one at random. So find one that is in line with your values, that offers a great product and really helps people and that you could get behind. Now, if you find a company that ticks all of those boxes, then it's a case of figuring out, well, how do you build an affiliate business to drive them leads so that you receive your commissions from partnering with them so that you can ultimately start generating an income. Now, the way that would typically look is that, think again, reverse engineer. So think of it at the end of this process, you're basically getting someone to sign up to a particular product. So in this case, let's say we were doing this Beachbody affiliate program here. At the end of the process, you're offering them this Beachbody course to sign up to. Now, for somebody to sign up to that course, reverse engineer, what needs to happen? Well, they need to be confident this is going to solve their pains and problems and this is going to give them value. And the way that you would typically provide that value over time and nurture that person is through email. So consistent email marketing where you deliver them value. So going backwards further, right, you've got to make this process work, you've got to get them on your email list. Now, to get them on your email list, what needs to happen first before that? Well, they've got to go to a web page or a landing page, it's called, that you own. And your landing page has to show them why it's a good idea for them to opt into your email list. Because you have potentially the solution to their pains and problems that they're experiencing. Now, for that to happen, you've got to build a landing page and you've got to have an understanding of the pains and problems that you're trying to target. And that landing page has to link to that email system, that email autoresponder. I'll tell you what, let's just do a little visual of how this is going to work, just so we're clear. Okay, so reverse engineer. So you're delivering product, and to deliver the product, you've got to do an email campaign. And that's through a system called, let me just hit enter, email autoresponder, like that. And to do that, you've got to have a landing page so that they can opt in to your emails. Okay, and to do that, so to get someone to opt in to a landing page, you first got to drive them to your landing page. And this is marketing. Okay, and so to drive someone to your landing page, you have to get a message in front of someone that is experiencing the pains and problems that the product solves. Okay, so if I've reverse engineered, I have a product that I want to offer to someone. I need to get an email autoresponder software so that I can email them and provide them value and provide them advice and guidance and build that relationship before I offer them the product. And then to do that, to get them onto my email list, I need to have a landing page where they can opt in to receive emails from me. And for that to happen, I've got to drive them to the landing page. Okay. And for that to happen, I've got to get them on the landing page by marketing to them, by getting a message in front of them, getting a message in front of people that are experiencing the pain and problem that my product solves. Now, when you boil it down like this, the systems that you need in simple terms are you need the email autoresponder, you need landing page building software, and you need a way to market online. Maybe that's social media, maybe that's paid marketing, which I should give you an idea of now. But essentially that's the mechanics in simple terms that are going on behind the scenes in most online businesses. And there's lots of variations of that depending on whether you're selling affiliate products or courses, or you have your own WordPress website with like a members login area. I'm not going to go into that because that's just overcomplicating it. Now, if that was the case and you're building this business model, I want to show you how straightforward it is to basically get things set up, or how straightforward it can be to get things set up from the word go. So if you've got yourself a landing page building software and you've got yourself an email autoresponder and you've paired those two together, then it's just a case of how do you drive traffic to the landing page, which in itself is a skill. So let's go through, and again, just making this up off the top of my head, let's actually try and just quickly build a sales funnel on this webinar right now and see how quickly we can do it. Now, I use an email autoresponder called Infusionsoft, which is a bit more complicated and it's not really suitable for when you first start. But when you first start, there's a software called Aweber, which I used to use. They do a free trial and then it starts at $19 a month. If you're watching this and you want to sign up to Aweber yourself and get that free trial, there's a link just below in this video if you're watching it on the replay. If you're watching it live, the replay will be up tomorrow and you'll be able to see the link down below to go and access Aweber yourself. Now, I've already input my personal details just above here. I'm obviously not going to scroll up and show you like my address and card details and stuff. I've filled it in. Hopefully, I haven't missed anything. Select all images with a bus. That's got a bus. I think that's all the buses. Let's find out. Okay. So I'm going to sign up to Aweber and see how quickly we can make a landing page. And is that the one that I just signed up through? Okay, I think I just did it through that one. This is where this isn't going to work, isn't it? Still having trouble logging in. Okay, right. This demonstration is going to be probably not as slick as I hoped it would be. Pretty sure I just signed up with that email there. Okay, not sure why this isn't working. I'm going to do this with my own autoresponder, but the concept is still exactly the same in principle. So if I go ahead and let's move Zoom out the way, what I'm going to do is literally just create an opt-in form on a campaign. By the way, as you're watching this, if you're like, what on earth is this software like that he's using? Don't focus too much on the technical aspect. Focus on the concept, focus on the principle, because the technical aspect is just like driving a car, right? Imagine the first time that you got into a car and you started driving lessons, and for the instructor it's completely natural, like they know how to use the accelerator and the brake, and if it's manual, the clutch and the gear stick, and like they've got all of that figured out already. But when we first get in a car ourselves, it's extremely difficult and it takes practice and time to get your head around. Now, this software that we're looking at here is literally just click drag. That's all it is. And this flow here, this is basically an email sequence. So somebody signs up to the list, and then they receive an email, and then one day later they receive another email. So there's intervals between these emails, and that basically over time just sends them automated emails after they've signed up to the list. Now, let's say I want to show you how landing page building software works and how we can link these two together. So let's say this is a software called Convertri. Again, you can find a link in the description below to get this for yourself if you want. There's other ones out there like Lead Pages and ClickFunnels, a few other ones, but this is just the one that I use in my company. Let's say I wanted to create a new page, and let's say I wanted to do it based on, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's just go to, what website are we on here? Fitness affiliate programs. I'm just going to go to let's try and go to a affiliate or a website of some kind, fitness affiliate website, and I'm just going to grab a landing page from somewhere. I'm going to show you how quickly you can copy it. Okay, I just need to find a single sales page for any company. Okay, this is so here. There's a lesson in this, guys. Perfection is the enemy of great. This is real, right? So the point is that never stop yourself doing stuff just because you haven't got everything figured out. I was kind of hoping that this demonstration on this webinar would go a bit slicker, but let's say that's not to be. So if I find a company like Fitbit affiliate program, Fitbit affiliates, just want any landing page that I can copy. Okay, right, I'm just going to take this one. This will do. So if I want to copy this page and I want to build a landing page based on this kind of design, what I can do is grab the URL and I can import from an external URL. Now, caveat, if you're doing it this way, make sure that you change the page enough so that you're not completely plagiarizing someone's content. What this will do is give you a baseline to start from. You'll be able to import the web page, and then from there you can edit and tweak and drag and drop and change colors and change to your branding and designs and so on and so forth. When that's uploaded, like so, okay, so let me just move that so it's somewhere in a gap. So let me just go to edit that page. I'm going to keep this nice and straightforward and simple for this already awful demonstration, but hopefully you'll get the point. So if you want to adjust the layout of sections, for example, just quickly move stuff around so it fits a little bit better. If I drag this one up here, and you want to alter let me get rid of that sign up button, and I'm going to just add a submit button myself like this. And let's say I just want to change that button color to, say I was using a brand color of mine. So for example, oh, wrong one. Try that one. Okay, so whatever, you just play around with it, adapt and tweak everything. And let's say, I'll tell you what, let's say I was just setting this section as an email opt-in form, like so. So if I wanted to create an email opt-in form, I literally would just drag first name box there, last name can come across there. Obviously, I'd want to make it look a little bit prettier. I'd spend a bit more time on it, lining it up. Go through the page. Obviously, you probably want to delete the footer and the links to that company, put your own footer and stuff on there. But basically, you can see how easy it is to change text, and delete this bit if we don't want that, and put your own thing in there, and let's say just put, you might want to put an image in there. I'm just going to pick the image for one of these webinars. Oh, I've just deleted something. Didn't mean to do that. Doesn't matter. Okay. And then, right, once you're happy with the page, if that was the layout that you wanted, you would then go into forms, and then you can link to an autoresponder through an automated integration. Okay, so super easy. You would just click there, and then you would pick your autoresponder. So mine's Infusionsoft, and I would set it up, and I would just reconnect, because I use a manual integration. But if I was to reconnect it like so, then I would simply access this. Bear with me. Let me just set that up. Allow. Okay, successfully linked, like that. And then, oh, Zoom window's in the way again. And then what it means is I can just link it to Infusionsoft automatically. Just thinking about it. And I'll be able to select from the drop down which of my campaigns in Infusionsoft I want to basically trigger to start. So the general principle behind this is I would now have a landing page. I would now be able to link to a campaign in my email autoresponder. I would literally just go and write the emails, and it's just as easy as writing an email in Gmail. Just drag, drop, write, move around, whatever. You just add time delays between the emails so that you can send people the emails one day after the other, after the other, after the other. And what you have then is a sales funnel and lead nurture. Now, at the end of your campaign, you will probably have something like a call to action email saying, hey, so if you got value out of this, the next stage is to go ahead and purchase something that we really recommend, which is this company we're partnered with, and this is what they do, and this is how it works. And then you would literally just link to the affiliate checkout page for the company that you're partnered with. So the way this works is if I was a Fitbit affiliate, if I signed up as an affiliate, and they use an affiliate network called CJ, which used to be Commission Junction, but it's CJ affiliate now. So I'd sign up, and in my affiliate dashboard, I would have a number of links that I can use to drive people to, and if they opt in through those links, I get the commissions as an affiliate, and they're paid out through the affiliate network's payment system. Right, so super easy. In the email, I would literally just say, hey, click here if you want to start, and I'd paste the affiliate link in, and then when they click that link, if they decide to sign up, I would have my commissions in my affiliate dashboard appear there, and I can get paid out. Like each affiliate company will have different rules and regulations. It might be monthly, it might be weekly, whatever. So I can get the money directly into my bank account from the affiliate partner network. Now, if you think of it, like, I know this demonstration was an absolute train wreck, but I hope that you can see in principle, like if I just refresh that page, hopefully the integration will work. But I hope you can see in principle how straightforward and easy it is to get a page started, link it to your email autoresponder, and then start building out, a business and other resources and other areas of value from there. And what I typically do so one of my companies is an affiliate business for an education platform that teaches people how to build online businesses. And my strategy is, let me close this down. So pretty straightforward. I basically do advertising on Google Ads. And again, if I'm explaining this in terms of reverse engineering, I essentially, what I'm offering to people is this education platform that will teach them how to build an online business. For them to receive information on that, I need to get them onto my email list, and my email list nurtures them. Reverse engineering, to get them on my email list, I need to have them opt in through a landing page, and the way that I get them to that landing page is through advertising on Google. So let's just go through an example of and again, don't worry about the technical aspects of this, just get the principle and how relatively straightforward it is from a technical aspect to do, advertise on platforms like Google Ads. So this is my advertising account for Q4 2019. So this is last quarter. When I started out, I just started on, you can start on a few £100 a month, for example. And the idea is that you're figuring out how to acquire customers by spending money on, in this case, paid advertising, and get people onto your email list. And then it's a case of just practicing and getting better and better, like writing email and shooting videos and providing value and all the things that are part of building an online business. But essentially, the way that you would set up a campaign, if you were doing this strategy, is we go new campaign, I want leads, and I want to do it through, in this case, is use video marketing. Click continue. Okay, and I'm just going to call this test campaign. By the way, there's tons of training online of how to go through this kind of stuff, and talking through basically how to use each individual ad platform. So you could advertise on Facebook, you can do organic stuff, which basically means free. You can use Instagram and drive people to your website and have people opt in. But this is just paid marketing on the Google Ad Network. So you would set your budget, say you're starting at 10 quid a day or something. You then want to show it to YouTube videos, video partners on the display network, targeting all languages, UK. I'm just blitzing through this as an example. Ad group name, again, test ad group. So you can choose demographics you want to target, what ages, you can remove whatever you don't want to target, what you can add audiences, you can target based on what are they typing in Google, in YouTube. You can do it based on what type of topic of video are they watching, like self-help or finance videos or like property videos. And then when you create your ad, you would just go into YouTube and you'd upload a video to YouTube, like you shoot a video, then you upload it to YouTube, and when it's on YouTube, I'm just going to pick, say, this one here. Now I've actually found an ad that we could use, so we could go through a sales funnel after this, just before we end this webinar. I'm just going to click it so that I've actually got it before I go ahead and grab the code for my video. So, in fact, let me duplicate that, that'll be easier. Now we got another guy. so before we got none, now we've got two. So let's go through to his site as well as an example. I'm going to duplicate that again. I'll probably get another one now. Okay, we'll skip that. Right, so anyway, uploaded a video to YouTube, and let's say I was advertising with this video. Obviously this isn't an ad, this is just a YouTube content piece, but you would just grab the little bit of the video code, and that's the bit that says V equals up until the and. You just grab that, and then you should be able to do it straight from that, and it will then pull the video in. It's called a skippable in-stream ad, and I want to send them to, so this is my landing page. So remember I showed you Converttree, and if we built a landing page to send people to where they can opt into the email list. So I want to, sorry, I've got zoom windows left, right and center. So let's say my landing page was this one here. Okay, so get instant access and my 2020 goal spreadsheet. I'm just going to grab the actual URL. So I would then put the URL of the landing page that I've built in my landing page builder. Display URL, I tend to just, that basically means what do they see. So I tend to keep it clean like that. Call to action, access now. Headline, get your spreadsheet. That's not going to fit. Get spreadsheet. And then test ad. Cool. And then if I was to launch this campaign, that would then launch to the Google Ad Network. I'd obviously want to choose who do I want to target. So maybe I want to target people who are typing like goal setting 2020. Like so. By the way, if you want to get keyword ideas, if I type goal setting like that, in fact, I'm going to show you in Google Keyword Planner. There's a tool. Let me duplicate that. There's a tool in Google called Google Keyword Planner. It's free and it's super powerful for researching keywords so that you can target what people are actually typing on Google. So for example, if I want to target people who are looking for goal setting and I want to provide them with my goal setting spreadsheet, and then maybe I'll at the end of it sell them a goal setting course or something, okay, somebody that's looking for goal setting on Google is going to be a really good place to start and get that product idea in front of. So if I just like goal setting, Google's now given me 622 keyword ideas: smart goals, smart objectives, smart targets, achieving goals, new year goals, mini goals, blah, 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 blah. So I can either just download these all into a spreadsheet and then just open the spreadsheet and then just copy the whole column. Let me just do that so you can see how straightforward it is. So if I just go into that and then just grab, let's say I just want to grab the whole keywords. Obviously you want to check them, just scan them first to make sure there's nothing in there that's like not at all relevant, because you don't want to pay for keywords that aren't relevant. And then in Google, you would just paste those keywords like that. Okay. So if I was to then launch this campaign, what would happen is I am then putting my video in front of people who are typing keywords to do with goal setting in YouTube. And then just like we see this guy's ad, right? He's done this. He's done what I'm showing you here. So his ad is showing because I'm looking at, I think because my channel's flagged as sort of business and motivational and development and stuff like that, he's probably targeting maybe online business stuff. Okay, so that's how his ad here is showing. It's because he's done this and he's set up his video to be shown to people that have done certain things on YouTube, like I'm doing here with these keywords. Okay, so if I was to create a campaign, I'm not actually going to do it because this is just an example. Let me leave that. What would then happen is it would appear, so this is a campaign that has been created, and that would then appear as an active campaign, and you can set the budget at whatever you want to spend a day, £10, £5, £20, whatever. And what you're basically doing is getting people to look at your video, click through to your landing page, and then opt in to your landing page like this, enter their name and email so that they get onto your email list and start receiving emails. And then at the end of that, you've got an offer to maybe an affiliate partnership that you're partnered with already. Okay, hopefully that principle kind of makes sense. So let me do what I was intending to do right at the start of this webinar, which is just go through an example of somebody's funnel and just show you anything different that they've done here. So let's pick this guy. I don't know who this guy is. Ryan Wegner, apparently, Ryan Wegner. Okay, so if I was to watch his ad and think, right, makes sense, I like it, I want to find out more about this guy, click watch now. Okay, cool. So he is doing a webinar funnel, and I think he's going to be using a software called, I don't think that's EverWebinar. No, so he's got a messenger bot. Okay, cool. Right, okay, so I'm not sure what webinar software he's using. It's not EverWebinar, it's not Stealth Webinar, it's something else. But what's basically happened is, if I go back, so I clicked on his ad here. I went, okay, interesting, I want to learn more. I clicked on that, and that took me through to his landing page. And then he's asking for my email to watch this training, this webinar. I'd imagine this video is just telling me more about what's involved and what I get out of it. And then when I clicked watch this training, I'm then watching, there you go. So that's a recording of a webinar. I'm now watching that. And I suspect throughout this video, at the end of it, he's going to provide value, talk to me about this business model that he's, going on about. And then at the end of it, he's probably going to give me an offer to sign up to a course or something like that, if it's relevant. If I want to build I suspect, agency. So he's going to tell me about why an agency is great, and then a percentage of people that watch it will sign up. Okay. So again, like I hope this is starting to make a little bit of sense in terms of the puzzle pieces and connecting it all together. So this down here, this is called a messenger bot. And this, I think this is ManyChat that he's using here, or it's just Facebook's default messenger chat. Is it ManyChat? Yeah, I think this is ManyChat or Facebook's default, one of the two. Anyway, so he's probably added this later to try and increase conversions and basically encourage interaction between people who are watching this webinar. And he might have somebody on a support staff that's responding to these messages. He might do it himself, or it might just be automated. Okay, but essentially his whole funnel is ad on YouTube, goes through to a landing page to watch a webinar, and then he watched the webinar, and then he'll have a call to action to sell his product. And I'm also on his email list, and so I'm going to get emails from him now that will nurture, provide value, etc., etc. Let's have a look at this guy. Don't know him either. Lloyd Natman. Okay, so access that. So he's now talking, okay, he's also got a webinar funnel, like so. Yes, reserve my seat. Okay, so this is EverWebinar, which is a company partnered with it's another company with Webinar Jam. So Webinar Jam does live webinars, and EverWebinar does recorded webinars. This is going to be a recorded webinar. This is not actually happening at 6:45 p.m. It's pre-recorded, and when I register, I'll be able to then go through and watch the webinar, and then I'm on his email list, and then he's going to nurture and provide value. Okay, and these systems, you've got to look at it through the perspective of compare the cost of starting an online business where you can sign up to Aweber. In theory, I don't know why this login hasn't worked, but you can sign up to Aweber on a free trial and then $19 per month. You can get landing page software from Convertri or Lead Pages. They have prices that start at like $30, $40 a month, and also ClickFunnels is a little bit more expensive. You can partner with companies as an affiliate, often doesn't cost much or can be free, and all of that you can then put together for less than $100 a month, and then it's just a case of figuring out how to drive traffic. So it really literally is that straightforward. Now the question that you're probably asking, or that you should be asking, well, it is, if it's this easy, like genuinely this easy, why isn't everybody doing it? And there's many reasons for that. Now, if you're watching this webinar and you're kind of like, you're looking at this and this is the first time that you've got a little bit of a sense of how straightforward it is, like it's literally landing page software, email autoresponder that nurtures them and then gives an offer to a product that you haven't even created. It's an affiliate product. If this is the first time you're seeing this, but this was a sticking point before watching this webinar for you, well, from the vast majority of people, it's the perception that is really difficult that stops them even looking into it. 95% of people don't realize that this is even remotely possible. They never look into it. They go working their jobs and staying in the corporate career, and that's how they live their lives, because they don't realize that it's possible. Now, you then have another percentage of people who realize it's possible, but they focus on the wrong things. They think that the answer is just in the tactics and just in the strategy. And on this webinar last week, I gave an example of how, we all know how to get in great shape. We all know what it takes. We eat healthier, eat less, and exercise. If you do that consistently, you will get in good shape. And if you follow a stringent plan from a personal trainer who knows what they're doing, and you follow that consistently, you will likely get in great shape. We all know how to do it, yet 95% plus of us are not in great shape. And so that tells you that just knowing the plan and just knowing that it's possible and knowing how to do it, it's not the only answer. There's a lot more to it than that. And so another reason that a lot of people don't do this is as soon as they encounter the first challenges, when it's like a bit tricky and they're learning a skill, think of it like learning to drive, and it's frustrating and it's not working and it's taking longer than they wanted, they give up, because they're not building it from the right foundations. They're not in the space of all in. They're not in the space of, I'm going to keep doing this until I succeed. It's not important enough. They don't have a big enough why. They're not working towards a clear vision of the future. Like all these things. Like if you want to dig more into this stuff, by the way, last week's webinar, which is on my YouTube channel. It's Empower Hour 6. We really picked apart this whole mindset aspect in a lot more detail. But that's another reason that people don't go down this path. And then another reason is that the technical jigsaw puzzle piece aspects that I'm showing you right now, like in principle, you know, it's easy to piece these puzzle pieces together, but what's trickier is to really connect with other human beings through your message. You know, you can't just write some spammy email and not really, you know, connect with someone emotionally and not provide any value and then just expect them to go and buy your stuff. It takes more than that. You've really got to start to try and understand where is somebody at and start to help them solve their pains and problems. And communication, whether it's through video or whether it's through written text like email marketing, or whether it's through webinars or whatever, like accurately communicating is a skill and it takes time to develop. So you can get the puzzle pieces in place, but then it's a case of learning how to use those puzzle pieces to communicate effectively with the people that you're attracting. And also the marketing aspect. Like, marketing is a skill set. It takes time to learn. It takes practice. That's why people need, you know, mentors and accountability coaches and like ongoing training and support and webinars and all this kind of stuff. It's because it's not just a case of learning the technical aspects of how to piece the puzzle pieces together. But the reason that I wanted to show you that today was just to give a sense of how it is, like the actual skill set required, like the technical skill set of building an online business. It is super in reach. Nowadays, all softwares click and drag and drop, and if you can answer your emails and log into your Facebook account and use a mobile phone, then you have the skill set required to build an online business and use drag and drop software. Okay, so know that it's within reach. Know that the reason that most people aren't doing it is the same reason that most people aren't in great shape in the gym. If you want it, you can go get it. It's there for you. But you've got to be prepared to overcome those challenges, master some skills and put in the work, and be prepared to learn, you know, how to communicate with people, how to provide value, how to do good in the world, all this kind of stuff. And I often say on these calls, you know, there's a lot of people that join and they do want to know, like, how did I do it? How did I start? Because, as I say, it's not just a case of finding the jigsaw pieces, because you can get that stuff for free on YouTube. Otherwise, everyone would be doing it. And if you want to learn more about where I started and how I got educated and the mentors that I worked with and the community that I was a part of, I always share it in a link below these recordings, these replays. So you'll see it in the description below, the company that I started with, learnt these skills with, partnered with, and that ultimately helped me build multiple online businesses. If you want to check them out, description below. Okay. By the way, if you're watching this on YouTube on your mobile, sometimes it's like people don't know how to get the description down. It's a little arrow just in the bottom right hand corner of your screen, just below this video. You just hit that and then it'll expand the description so you can access the stuff that I mentioned in this webinar. Okay, so as I say, probably not the finest, most seamless demonstration, but I hope it has given some indication of kind of how this works. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining. I'm going to wrap it there for you, but we'll do this webinar again same time next week. Sean, you're welcome, buddy. No problem at all. Same time next week. And I've got a couple of ideas for topics that we're going to go through that are really going to be focused on helping somebody actually start and scrap the 9 to 5, because obviously that's what my main company is about. We help people scrap the 9 to 5. Okay, have a good one, guys. Appreciate you, and I'll see you same time next week, which is 6 p.m. UK time, which is 1 p.m. Eastern time. Thanks very much. Bye for now.